My name is Shin-Yi Pai, and I'm the Program Director at Town Hall. On behalf of Town Hall Seattle, it's my pleasure to welcome you. We are so glad to have you here tonight, both in person and virtually. As we get underway, I would like to acknowledge that our institution stands on the unceded traditional territory of the Coast Salish people, particularly the Duwamish. We thank them for our continued use of the natural resources of their ancestral homeland. We're excited to partner with the Bushwick Book Club Seattle to present their entire season on the Town Hall stage. Be sure to tune in online or in person for the next Bushwick event on October 9th, with performances inspired by Akata Witch by Nnedi Okorafor. If you'd like to join us for the rest of the Bushwick season, you can use the special discount code BUSHWICK1UP or pop by the box office on your way out, and one of our lovely patron services team members can set you up with a discounted subscription for the rest of the season. As part of our Arts and Culture series, tonight's event is sponsored by 4Culture, Amazon Literary Partnership, Arts Fund, Washington State Arts Commission, the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, the Norcliffe Foundation, and Wyncote Foundation. The Bushwick Book Club Seattle is also supported by 4Culture and the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture. Thanks to all our sponsors for making tonight's event possible. Finally, Town Hall Seattle and the Bushwick Book Club Seattle are both member-supported organizations, so I'd like to thank all of the members watching. Tonight, Bushwick brings together a group of talented performers in creative response to Susanna Ryan's illustrated book, Seattle Walk Report. Please join me in welcoming Wes Weddell, Associate Director for the Bushwick Book Club Seattle.
Thank you, Shin-Yi.
Inspiration from the
I was supposed to.
Now translated for the stage.
If you're gonna play it, turn it up.
It don't matter what your age is, all the ages, right here at the Bushwick Book
You faded
Club.
it out before it said our name? That's all right. This is the first one. It's been a while, but it is so good to be back on a stage and to be in front of people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your support through our entire live-streamed 2020-2021 season. We're immensely proud of doing that and paying musicians every step of the way. And Jeff Larson, executive director in the back of the room, chased down a bunch of grant money. Everybody got a raise this year. We are committed to keeping artists working and keeping art in front of you, however it looks. We'd also like to wave a hello to our people joining us via the live stream. Every one of these shows, we're here all season. Every one of these will also be concurrently live streamed. So if at any point sitting in the room doesn't feel like the choice for you, you can join us at home. And it's just wonderful to have an audience there as well. So everybody wave. That's good. I don't know if the camera cut, but everyone waved at you, at home audience. Bushwick Book Club Seattle, this is our 12th main stage season. Our mission is to deliver literature, music, and songwriting to the Seattle community while building the next generation of musicians and readers. It's just so good to be in a room and to be sharing music and art and conversation with everyone. We're here, as Shin-Yi said, all season long. Thank you to Town Hall for persevering through everything you've persevered through and investing in the live streaming infrastructure that makes the accessibility choices we're making possible. What a great asset to the local arts scene. Tonight, you will hear brand new, never before performed songs inspired by Susanna Ryan's Seattle Walk Report from Del Rey, Mike Votava, Sarah Comer, Michael Wallenfels, Anamaria Guerzon, Peter Donovan, Shaudi, Bianca, Vahdat, and Dustin Patterson. Give them a hand in advance to let them know what's coming. There will be 2 sets. In between, there will be an intermission. After the intermission, there will be a quiz. You can sign up at the Bushwick merch table to participate in the quiz. If we draw your name, you're coming up here, mask and all. You're going to stand at one of these distance microphones, and you're going to see what you know. We're going to get things going here. We have a real special treat here at the beginning. I'd like to welcome the author of Seattle Walk Report, Susanna Ryan.
Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. My name is Susanna Ryan, and I am the author of tonight's book, Seattle Walk Report, an illustrated walking tour through 23 Seattle neighborhoods. I am so excited and grateful to be here today. This is so cool. So here is the scene. A few months ago, I had the day off from work. I work for the Seattle Public Library, woo, and I was sitting on the couch in my jammies, looking around online for a book-related event that a coworker had told me about, when I come across this image. Let's see if we can get it here. Okay. Maybe the Stephen Kings of the world are used to people doing events inspired by their books. I can very much say that I am not. I had so many questions. Among them, how is this so cute? Who is this dog? How do I get this healthy, rosy glow in real life? And basically, what on earth is going on here? A few somewhat excitedly frantic emails later, and I had my answers. Well, some of my answers, I'm still like half convinced that this might be just an elaborate prank show or something, but I guess we'll see. This is all just so surreal. Walking has changed my life, and if you had told me even 5 years ago that I would be up here on the town hall stage saying, walking has changed my life, I would have said, there has been some sort of terrible misunderstanding, or assumed I was part of some walking-related pyramid scheme or something. This wasn't what was in the cards for me. But it's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for one weird day in 2017. Remember 2017? I did something very uncharacteristic that day. I left my apartment without a destination. Previously, if I were to leave my apartment, it was to go to the grocery store and then get home as quickly as possible. I much preferred the majestic beauty of the great indoors. And athletic pursuits of any speed, it's just not for me. But there I was, walking, just because, with nowhere to be and nowhere in particular to go. And almost instantly, Seattle began revealing itself to me in ways that I had just never taken the time to notice before. In a Capitol Hill park that I had lived blocks away from for 7 years but never even knew existed, I found a Tamagotchi, one of those little keychain toys that was popular in the mid-90s, hanging on a tree branch. It was magic. An abandoned pile of goldfish crackers on the sidewalk was no longer just random litter. It was a tasty little sidewalk mystery waiting to be unraveled. I loved it. After that first walk, I took many, many more, but after a while, I couldn't remember them all. When you're living life at 3 miles an hour, it all starts to blend together after a while. So one day I got the idea to combine my newfound love of walking with my lifelong love of drawing to create something I envisioned as an illustrated travel journal for my city. I intended to keep the project to myself, but after creating the first one, I decided to just share it and put it out there, creating an Instagram account I called Seattle Walk Report. Like so many walks with Seattle Walk Report, I didn't go into it with a plan or destination. I just took it one step at a time and saw what happened. And here I am 4 years later, 5 years later, with 2 books under my belt and here tonight. It's so cool and so magical and so amazing. You know, I have never been musically inclined in the slightest. A lot of my musical friends make fun of me because I clap on the 1s and the 3s, and I don't even know what that means. I love seeing people doing something that they love and are passionate about, especially when they're doing it just because they love it and because something compelled them to put their creative work out there. I think it's the coolest thing on the planet. Musical people have always felt magical to me, but I know it's not magic. I know it's a lot of really hard work done by people who make it look easy, but it's also sort of magic, right? Well, anyway, I'm so excited to be here today. It's such an honor. I cannot wait to hear what these magical musicians have in store. So without further ado, let's get to it. Thank you so much.
Sorry for the delay. I was just getting word that a silver Toyota Prius is blocking a driveway. If that's yours, you might want to do something about it. For those of you at home, enjoy this little live moment. Susanna, we're so glad that you found this charming, because we would like to offer you a framed print. Michael Wallenfels, who designed this and all of our season artwork, is one of the musicians in the show tonight. And it was on my list that week to email you, probably the day that you sent me that email saying, what is this? And I'm just glad it cut that way and not the other way. So from us to you.
So grateful. Thank you. This is going to make such a great conversation piece in my home. I cannot wait. Thank you.
You are
oh my gosh.
so welcome. Do you have a clicker? Oh, great. All right. So let's get some music going. All right. Giving us the first song of the 2021-2022 Bushwick Book Club Seattle main stage season is Del Rey, who has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Grimm's fairy tales, A People's History of the United States, Pride and Prejudice, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicles, and Shakespeare, which was our last live in-person show in February of 2020, Valentine's Day weekend. And here we are, bookended by Del Rey.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. It's fall, time to get your Pendletons out. I really enjoyed reading this book, and it's a very orderly book, which you'll have noticed if you've read it already or if you're getting ready to read it. It's very orderly. There's a lot of lists in it, and I couldn't quite tell if that was because Susanna has an orderly mind or if she's just carelessly trying to bulwark against the chaos that surrounds us, but I haven't decided which one of those is true. But I was unable to really concentrate because I've had my own personal problems, and that's all I could think of. So I ended up just giving up and writing a song that reflects my personal situation. And I hope that the music might recall a little bit those great list makers, Gilbert and Sullivan. I was trying for a vaudeville sort of a thing, so. I would have liked to report on a happy walk around, but things have turned ugly in this old town. Everywhere I wander, everywhere I walk, there's this gnawing, sneaking, grinding that makes me freak and squawk. There's rats in Top Hat, there's rats in Allentown. South Park has rats after dark. There's rats in Laurelhurst, Magnolia's worst. I wanted to enumerate a list of lovely stuff, but rats are everywhere, and it's made me sad and gruff. You know it's made me sad and gruff. Oh yes, I feel so sad and gruff. I went to smell the flowers. There was a rat under the rose. They frolic by the hour everywhere I go. Smart and quick and wily, I see them in the park. They frolic there quite slyly. They don't even wait for dark. There's rats in Meridian, or is that Tangletown? Belltown, Georgetown, they're all around. Rats in Del Ridge, rats under the bridge. Ship ahoy! There's rats in Fauntleroy. I wanted to enumerate a list of lovely stuff, but these rats are everywhere. It's made me sad and gruff. You know I wanted to list all each neighborhood unique, but this whole town is Rat City. Just listen to them squeak.
That's Del Rey. All right, let's do the inaugural ceremonial changing of the mic cover. This is going to be an important part of our season, and that's, we're going to do what we have to do. This is Executive Director Jeff Larson right here. Wave your hand, Jeff. Jeff is the one who found a group of people in Bushwick, Brooklyn doing this idea when he was living there and moved back and put the first show together in October of 2010, and here we are doing our 12th season. So about to take the stage with a newly scrubbed microphone and new cover is Mike Votava. Mike played that very first show in October of 2010. He's played a whole bunch more, including White Teeth, Slaughterhouse-Five twice, Pride and Prejudice, The Shining, The Outsiders, Breakfast of Champions, so many more. Please make welcome Mike Votava.
Here we go. Thank you. That was a very mighty welcome from Town Hall, Seattle. My name is Mike Votava, and I'm very happy to be here, as you can probably tell by the expression on my face. Last time I was here was also for a Bushwick show many years ago, but this was a special Bushwick show where I got to play with a 50-piece orchestra behind me, and it was really great to work with the composers and all the great musicians in that particular group. But I took the opportunity to sing a song about tacos, which, so I'm either a genius or an idiot, and I'll let you decide which one I am. Feel free to let me know, send me an email later. Okay, now on to more pressing matters. We're all here tonight to play songs inspired by a wonderful book called The Seattle Walk Report, and I read it, and I really enjoyed the crap out of it. It's just such a delightful book. Every page there was so much joy, and every little squiggle and every little dog drawing. It really came off the page. And there's really no negativity to be found. I was talking with Susanna earlier before I came out here, and she promised me that there was one little chunk of negativity in the book, but I don't think she's right. I think she was lying. So that's okay. Sometimes you gotta lie about things. It's really cool. A great thing about the book is like just finding this just excitement in little mundane things that you wouldn't think would be exciting, like, oh, there's a raccoon, or there's oh, breaking news, there's a half-eaten sandwich on a bench. Ooh, check this out! Stop what you're doing and come and look at that. And there's examples of that all over the book, and it's just fantastic. And the other, did I get a graphic? I get a graphic. Here we have a man, as you can see, riding a tandem bicycle by himself. You take two of the things in that picture, which is a guy and a tandem bike, and there's nothing really that out of the ordinary about those two things. But if you put them together, it becomes a whole new thing. And a wonderful thing of a guy, riding a bike by himself. I wrote down notes about what I was going to talk about before I came out here, and they're obviously not helping. I thought maybe I wouldn't ramble as much, but I was wrong. So there's that guy. So now I'm in front of all you, and Susanna's here. I have a microphone. I do have a small critique about the book. I have two small critiques. One is, Beacon Hill, Georgetown, very underrepresented in the book. I could have used a little bit more of both of those things. I think they only got like 1.5 pages, and that's just not enough. I think you should, in your next book, you should do the illustrated walking guide of South Beacon Hill by where Mike lives. I would really appreciate that. And then the other critique I have is it was almost too joyful. Every page, every time you turn the page, there's another drawing, another little thing, so many little details, everything was so wondrous and full of joy that you just couldn't take it. Like, you wanted to turn the page, but like at some point I just needed a break. Like, I don't know, I get like overwhelmed. There's only so many cute dogs that I can look at before my brain starts to explode. So I think maybe pull it back a little bit. Like, maybe put some just like sections where there's just blank pages. I could use a few of those. There's so much in there. Part of it is like you're reading it, and there's all these little moments all over the books, and there's so many of them. But another problem with that is like you just forget. Like you're so overwhelmed with so many things, and you just like, oh, that's interesting, and then like 10 seconds later you forget what you found interesting or what you just loved. Like you can't remember it. And I have a particularly terrible memory, so I'm a little sad that I couldn't remember a lot of the details that I really loved in the moment, except for one part I was like really proud. There's one page where all the action is happening in the front of the page. Like she's up there, and there's like a little note card like, oh, pay attention to all this stuff. But in the background there was a little cupcake like surrounded by ants, and the ants are just like going to town eating this thing they're just having the time of their life. They love. I didn't realize ants like cupcakes as much as I thought. They really like cupcakes apparently, and I was so proud that I was able to like look at this one moment on the page and like remember it and go like, yeah, fine, I'm going to hold on to that one. And I did. I got to the whole end of the book, and I was so proud. I remember this little moment of the ants on the cupcake. And then you read the book, you get to the end, the conclusion, and you think that's the end of the book, but it's not. There's a whole bonus section at the end of the book, and one of them was like, look, did you notice all these extra interesting things that I hid amongst the pages? And amongst this list of things was like a bucket and a grumpy duck, and I'm sad I didn't remember the grumpy duck because that's probably right up my alley. But one of the things on the list was the ants eating the cupcake, and I felt really good about myself that I recognized that in the moment, and I remembered it all the way to the end of the book. I felt like $1 million. So normally I only feel like $900,000. All right, so these notes didn't help me at all. Did not help my rambling. But here's the song I wrote, inspired by the book. Here we go. Slowly walking, transportation via shoes. Some dude's rolling by himself on a bicycle built for two. That's an awesome dude. Document your walk, explore an unfamiliar spot. Lose yourself in a backwards world where scissors crushes rock. Count the bunnies bouncing off the giant skeleton. Breaking news, my memory's broken. Can't remember all the things. I can't remember shit. Document your walk, explore an unfamiliar spot. Lose yourself in a backwards world where scissors crushes rock. You know, I almost crapped my pants when I discovered all those ants going to town on that delicious cupcake. The bonus section at the end, the exact moment I began to feel like a superstar at the end of the day. Whatever happened to our friend on the tandem bike? He's probably out there still being awesome near Cal Anderson Park, pedaling twice as hard. Document your walk, explore an unfamiliar spot. Lose yourself in a backwards world where scissors crushes rock. Thanks. Hamburger night.
Everyone. You like that? I'm sure you can find out more on his website, or you can buy him a cupcake. He would probably like that. All of these performers have places where you can explore other art that they've made, find out ways to support them. Google is pretty good at that, but we have put together a digital program tonight. There was a little QR code. I should have put that slide together. Oh, hi, Sarah. But if you go to bit.ly/walkpgm, that's short for program, there's a digital program for tonight. Help you remember everybody you saw, and click on links to all their socials, their fun videos and stuff. And speaking of fun videos, it's going to happen this year that one of our contributors is going to need to deliver to be with us via video, and we're here for it. So this is Sarah Comer. She is a Bushwick first-timer. I believe she's watching now, so everybody wave to Sarah. There we go. So let's hear a song inspired by Seattle Walk Report from Sarah Comer.
Hey everybody, I am so excited to get to be a part of this. So thank you for coming. Thank you to Wes for the invite. And of course, a big thank you to Susanna Ryan for writing this great book. I was a fan of the comic even before this, but reading the book now, in the mindset of the way that we've all been living throughout the pandemic, I thought that it just had such a wonderful message about going out into the world and choosing to go look for the weird and the wonderful, the beautiful and the unusual, that there's lots of people out there walking through Seattle or other towns right now, but are they seeing these things? Are they looking for these things? And in a year where a lot of the big joys have been hard to come by, I think this mindset of going out and finding all the little joys you can, even if it's really close to home, is so wonderful and so valuable in the times that we've been living in. So, without further ado, here's the song that inspired. Take a walk with me, change up your scenery, on shore four walls, feeling a little close. close. And in these Groundhog Days, sometimes it's change I miss the most. When you step out your door, what are you looking for? Little things can be big in the right state of mind. Calibrate your gaze, decide to be amazed. Go out to seek and you'll find rhinestones and raccoons. High wires wearing tennis shoes. Oh, you can choose a path that you desire. Let life's little mysteries set your curiosity on fire. Go see the Ballard locks, the Wedgwood window dogs. Cross the bridge and set your watch back to Fremont time. And though the Montlake crows will keep you on your toes, just keep on going till you find rhinestones and raccoons. High wires wearing tennis shoes. Oh, you can choose a path that you desire. Let the little mystery set your curiosity on fire. It's all about the journey, so honey, there's no hurry. Count the pigeons as they're flying in the sky. And there are those who say the Emerald City's gray, but have they opened their eyes too? Look at this nifty rock, who lost this tiny sock? More questions than answers, but that's part of the thrill. Oh, adventures await for those participating. So hit the bricks till you get your fill of rhinestones and raccoons. High wires wearing tennis shoes. Oh, you can choose a path that you desire. Let the little mystery set your curiosity on fire. Come on and take a walk with me and set your curiosity on fire. Thanks.
That's Sarah Comer. Welcome to the club. All right, let me try this out. All right, that goes away, and then we do one of these. This is good. Thank you. I'll get much faster at this as the season goes on. All right, we're there. Hey, I wanted to mention about Sarah that I'm going to stand on my X while I do it too. That Sarah is playing for all hands in a virtual contra dance on the 18th and telling ghost stories online at Food Fright on October 30th. So if any of those sound fun, head to the digital program at bit.ly/walkpgm and click over to Sarah's link. Coming up now, it's another long-timer here in the Bushwick Book Club Seattle, who is also our art director, who did this poster and all of the season artwork. Come on out, Michael, if you're back there. Excellent. Michael's going to sing us a song. We're going to take an intermission. We'll be right back with a quiz and a whole lot more music. And can't say it enough. It's great to be here, and we thank you for joining us, however you've chosen to do so. Michael Wallenfels.
Thank you, Wes. Thank you all. I'm going to say right off the bat, if I sound smug and confident up here, I'm not. This is always nerve-wracking, but it's always an honor. There's someone I want to honor at the top of the show. That's my dad, whose birthday it is today. He's watching from Eastern Washington. So we don't have to sing this song, but everybody shout, "Happy birthday, Steve!" Happy birthday, Steve! Good. Happy birthday, Dad. All right, Bushwick. Wow, it feels amazing to be back here at Town Hall. I love Town Hall. I worked here for about 5 years back in 2008, and just to see how it's not only persevered, but thrived and changed and found so many new people and meeting all the new staff members tonight, it's just exciting. And someone else I got to meet tonight was Susanna herself, which was amazing. It was great to meet another artist. When you draw somebody, you never know how they're going to take it. And I think she took it pretty well. You can return the favor, Susanna, if you want. That would be a good way to get revenge. So I love this book. This book's a lot of fun. Anybody who's spent time in Seattle will just be totally charmed by this book. And one thing it did to me was it transported me back to, I think, the last time that I got to, like Susanna said, take a walk without a destination. And it was this golden period about 10 or 11 years ago when I was living out in Ballard, and I was done with college, had a job that wasn't too demanding, and we got to take these just big, long walks. And I took most of them with my best friend, who's now my wife. And we would set off and just go wherever we felt like going, be pulled in a mysterious direction by an unseen force. And just, it was about spending time together and spending time with the city. And so this song is a way to channel that feeling in that period in time. And I also am trying to honor my wife by, she really feels that songs are stuck under the tyranny of rhyming. And so I was like, all right, I'll write you a song that won't rhyme. And let me tell you, it's not a good idea. I was getting down, I was like, how am I going to remember this? Rhyming is the way the musicians get to remember their lyrics. It's tough. So what we have is instead a compromise. You'll hear words that are kind of like homonyms, that are kind of like half rhymes, some that are straight up rhymes, but there's a lot of stuff that normally I would have picked a rhyming line, but there's nothing resembling it. Britt, those are for you. I hope it works. The last bit of nostalgia that I'll mention is that I wanted to channel something nostalgic for this song. So I thought about the music I listened to in like my high school, late college years. And there were a few bands. There was Radiohead, there was the Pixies, there was also Blink-182. And this song is more in that flavor. And I mean, those songs are about young love. This is a song that's about young love, but it's also about walking around Seattle. And here we go.
Wake up, stayed at the Drake too late. I think I had enough to drink. No time to waste, so hop on the skateboard, trying to get to your place around 2. Man, I feel like singing, wanna be a king. I've only got $20 to my name. Rolling down Market, feeling like a rocket, till I'm standing at your door again. I talk good, but I'm feeling so high. Tell you the truth if you wanna know why. I just wanna walk around with you all day. Got a lot I wanna do and say. I got a million plans, but I'll throw them in the can if I can walk around with you. Later, maybe around 8, whenever the sun starts to go on down, hit the Burkham and shooting all the shit and making fun of everything on the block. Let's take a 44 to the Monkey. I'll sing every love song I know. We'll hang out and go where we want to, long we're doing it side by side. It's all good, but I'm feeling so high. Tell you the truth if you wanna know why. I just wanna walk around with you all day. I got a lot I wanna do and say. I got a million plans, but I throw them in the can if I can walk around with you. making out, killing time at the Goodwill, getting drugs from the friend of a friend. If you told me I could pick any moment to live over and over if I wanted to, God, if you only knew that I would just walk around with you all day. I got a lot I wanna do and say. I got a million plans, but I throw them in the can. If I can walk around, if I can walk around, if I can walk around with you, walk around with you, walk around with you, walk around with you, walk around with you.
Thanks, everybody.
Michael Wallenfels. We're going to take a short intermission. Those of you here, come visit us downstairs. Learn about membership, learn about our education program, songwriting through youth literature education, style booking for a new school year. Lots of ways to support the organization, to support Town Hall Seattle. Your presence, you're already doing it. Those of you at home, feel free to take a walk around your neighborhood or to your fridge. Those of you here, if you want to, cross Seneca and back, that's fine, and take a little journal. We'll be back here very soon with a whole lot more music. Thanks.
Day after day, I hope and I pray my dreams have a chance to succeed. Oh. all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club.
That felt a little better. Julia Massey, Warren Doonsfay made us a little theme song, so we're trying it out. Pretty happy. Hey, it's quiz time. Yeah. First, the quiz over Zoom was something. I'm really happy to be back, embarrassing people in person and being the object of your heckling, and it's really nice. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pick names out of here. If you got the question correct, then you come up. We have nicely distanced microphones here. I will ask you questions. You will answer to the best of your ability. Having read the book will not help you at all. Absolutely zero. And but to make sure we're all on the same page here, I'm going to read the question, which was, of course, which of these neighborhoods is not featured in the book? A, Capitol Hill. B, Pioneer Square. C, Harlem. D, Green Lake. Anybody? It confused me too, and I wrote it. That's fine. The answer was C, Harlem. I know. Right. I know. If I'd spelled Capitol Hill with an A, I could have really, yeah. All right. So if I call your name, come on up. First to 3 wins. Uli Smucker. Smecker. All right, yeah. Come on up. Okay. Great. Stand in front of that one right there.
Which one? This one?
Let's do that one.
Okay.
Yeah, then I'll put it in order here, okay? Next up is Nora Hammer, or Hammond. Nora. Okay. And Margaret O. Opalki? Okay, yeah? Yes! All right. Okay. Yeah, usually we have you write your own names on these cards here, Jeopardy style, but I'm just going to do it for you tonight. Here we go. Come on. Okay, I'm doing reverse order. You're watching it unfold in real time, everybody. Thank you for that. And I'm trying to match handwriting style here. Here we go. Oh, thank you. All right. Oh, it's so good to see y'all up here. So here's the thing. Everything is category A or category B. I will mention a thing. You tell me which category you think it is. We'll go in order. First 1 to 3 wins. You're playing for a bunch of swag tonight from Seattle Rep, one of our partner organizations that will be partnering with us later in the season involving local playwrights. You could walk away with a Come From Away travel mug. All right, Come From Away is big deal right now. All right. A Here Lies Love water bottle. We're going liquid themed here. We get that cafe open again, or a Come From Away shot glass. All right. First, everyone will get to 3. First one to get there gets their pick. Here we go. First quiz of the new season. Tonight's topic is Pacific Northwest place name. All right, we've been dealing with Seattle neighborhoods, but let's sort of broaden it up a little bit. Or, nope. It didn't get added. We were trying to troubleshoot this earlier. That's okay. I could just leave it like this. Anyway, I got a really great picture of a Union Jack. It is Pacific Northwest place name or British place name. Every one of these is a real place name. You tell me, Pacific Northwest or British. All right, we will start here because you were drawn first. Big Bottom.
Can you repeat that?
Big Bottom.
I think that's a British place name.
That's incorrect. It's in the Cowlitz River Valley. That's all right. I have lots of these. All right, Nora. Bottoms fold.
British.
That's correct. Okay, very good. That's in Lancashire. Okay, Margaret. Boy sack.
Say it again.
Boy sack.
Boy, that's British.
Oh, that's correct. Oh, very good. Oh, the bell's lost its mojo in its hibernation. That's all right. That's in Angus, Scotland. All right, we're back to you. Scissorville.
British?
No, I'm sorry. That's in Crook County, Oregon. I appreciate the deduction and the confidence. Nora. Bacon.
British.
No, that's in Grant County, Washington. So sorry. All right, Margaret. Shrek.
That is in the Pacific Northwest.
Say again?
Pacific Northwest.
That's correct. All right. That's in Washington. That is near Hay, Washington, which is in my home county. All right. Let's get you on the board. How about Netherwallop?
British.
That's correct. Excellent. Yep. It's in Hampshire. Okay. Wanker's Corner.
Pacific Northwest.
That's correct. Yeah, it's part of Stafford, Oregon. All right. Crapper.
British.
Incorrect. Hood River County, Oregon. All right. How are we doing here? 2, 2, 1. Okay. North Piddle.
Pacific Northwest?
No, sorry. That's in. Oh, I can say it's in Worcestershire. Okay. All right. Santa.
British.
Nope. Santa's in Idaho. It's 87 miles from North Pole, Idaho. You'd think they'd be closer. All right. That's all right. How about Gouge Eye?
British.
No, that's in Harney County, Oregon. That's too bad. All right. Cat Holes.
Repeat that.
Cat Holes.
Okay, British?
That's correct. In Cumbria. Deuce is wild. All right. Tarty.
How's that spelled?
T-A-R-T-Y. Tarty.
British.
That is correct. Aberdeenshire. Scotland, we're going to keep playing, but you get first pick of the prizes, so start thinking about which you want. Margaret, Golden Balls.
Pacific Northwest.
No, that's in Oxfordshire. Sorry about that. Okay. Idiotville.
British?
No, that's in Tillamook County, Oregon. That's all right. Margaret, back to you. Upper Thong. Yeah, Upper Thong.
Pacific Northwest.
No, that's in Yorkshire. That's okay. Cactus.
Pacific Northwest?
That's correct. All right. Margaret, we're going to keep going. How about Dingle?
Say it again.
Dingle.
Oh, that's British.
No, that's in Bear Lake County, Idaho. There is a Dingle, Ireland, but Ireland is not Britain. That's okay. How about Friar's Entry?
Pacific Northwest.
No, that's in Oxfordshire. Go down the list here. Horniman.
Pacific Northwest.
No, that's in Kent. We got one of those too, but that's all right. Cock intake.
British.
That's correct. Wow. Thank you all for playing the Bushwick quiz. Come a safe distance from me, and I will hand you your prizes. All right, Nora, you're first. Which would you like? Okay. Very good. Use it wisely. Let's hear it for our contestants. All right. And now, let us keep the music going. We have another first timer. Really happy, as always, to be extending the pool here. There have been over 500 local musicians since 2010 who have participated in one way or another. So please make welcome Anamaria Guerzon.
Hello. Apparently I'm a little shorter than the average Bushwick. Who? Yeah. Hello. My name is Anamaria, as it says up there. This is my first time doing the Bushwick Book Club, and I'm really, really excited to be here because I love reading and I love music, and I didn't know about this until a couple months ago. So where's it been all my life, you know? Thank you to my friend Elisa for telling me about it and getting me in here. We've talked a lot about all the different aspects. I forgot I can take this off. I love this mask, though. It has Frida Kahlo on it. I forgot about all the we talked about all the different aspects of this book, but one of the things that no one's mentioned yet, which I'm really grateful for, is the feeling of coming home after going on a walk. That's one of my favorite parts, personally. Like, I really love going out and discovering all the little things that the world has to offer you, and then coming back to the place where you feel safest. And also the sensation of, you know, finding home in the place around you. So that's sort of what I wrote this song about. Yeah, I'm gonna sing it for you now. Thank you very much. I've never seen the streets I know, the shelves of Barnes and Noble, but seeing those familiar sidewalks made me hopeful for free little libraries to get their stories told, for the kids who walk the back roads to see how deep their roots grow. I found the route back home. I found my roots. Got no quarters in my pocket, got no money on my mind. Just a pair of legs for walking and a pair of eyes to find. I see the bench for Cobain, who died not long ago, and all the trash labeled Amazon tells me Bezos will grow old. So I count the dogs out in the park and follow their trail. I found the route back home. I found my roots. We walk on the bones of a city below. found my roots. Thank you, folks. Have a great night.
Anamaria Guerzon, welcome to the Bushwick Book Club. Anamaria will be performing the role of Phoebe Orlando in Merely Players by Outsiders in Theater. And her band St. Vivian has a gig on October 1st with Bowler and Spoon's EP release at Real Art Tacoma. All that and more in the digital program. Coming up next, we have someone who is making his fourth appearance for us, but his first in person. That's kind of a fun rite of passage. If I had not left the slideshow clicker backstage, you'd know his name by now. But this is why live matters, right? Yeah. So please make welcome Peter Donovan.
Howdy. So right around the time I signed up to do this show, one of our dogs had passed away, and I obviously spent a ton of time walking around the city with him. So my first thought was, maybe I'd like to write kind of a tribute to my old walking buddy. And I wasn't familiar with the book yet. I hadn't gotten it. So I thought, let's not get too presumptuous. Like, I know it's a book about walking, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a book about dogs and walking. So maybe I'll get the book and kind of see what the vibe is. So I get the book, and I open it up, and then the first page I see is that guy right there. So I was like, all right, it's on. It's going to happen now. And like Wes said, this is my first in real life book club, and I'm very happy to be here, and I hope to be invited back, so I apologize for hijacking this fun theme with a song about death. I promise this won't happen every time.
Get your things, it's time to go. Your legs don't work so good, I know, but your heart is strong. Oh, sometimes we're good, sometimes we're bad. You're the best friend I ever had. You helped me get along. Oh, now you're walking out that door for good. This life can't last forever, but sometimes I wish it could. Yeah, I wish it could. The road ahead is a little scary, but I'll be there to help carry you as far as I can. Oh, when it's finally time to let you go, there's one final thing I ought to let you know. I'll see you again. Oh, now you're walking out that door for good. This life can't last forever. Sometimes I wish it could. Yeah, I wish it could. I'll see you again real soon. Sure as the sun will catch the moon. It's time for one last last walk around the neighborhood. This life can't last forever, but I wish it could. You're almost there, just one last stop. Where you're going's too far to walk, so just rest your feet. Oh, we'll take it all in one last time. Put your tired hand in mine, rest your head on me. Oh, now you're walking out that door for good. This life can't last forever, but sometimes I wish it could. Yeah, I wish it could. Thank you.
It's Peter Donovan. Sorry for your loss. Peter will be playing with the Peter Donovan Band, as creatively named as my band, at the High Dive on September 25th. So put that on the calendar if you liked what you heard. We're so excited to be back doing this. I've mentioned that over and over again, but it's because it's true. And we have so much more than just the main stage happening right now. We're about to crank up our partner season with Seattle Arts and Lectures and their poetry series events. Starting at the end of this month, we'll be doing periodic releases of videos of songs inspired by the 2021 Jack Straw writers, which is always some really interesting art collaboration. Combined with readings from those folks. And on Tuesday, down in Renton at Boon Boona Coffee, we're doing 3 songs inspired by Marcus Harrison Green's Readying to Rise, the founder and publisher of the South Seattle Emerald, who's also doing an event here. That'll be a lot of fun, too. So let's bring out our next performer, who has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Miss Marvel, Shakespeare, Sabor a Mi, White Teeth, last year's Hugo House local author collaboration, and the Sal partnership. Please welcome Shaudi, Bianca, Vahdat.
Thank you, Wes. Hi, everyone. So nice to see you all. I'm not crying from that last song. What are you talking about? I just have something in my eye. That was a truly beautiful song. I'm so happy to be here. I really loved this book. I am an avid walker myself. I've lived in Seattle for a while now, and I used to walk a lot with my father, and he's an artist. He was an artist, and so he taught me to really look for the little things when you walk, and to look for the humor in the little things when you walk, and to look for the stories when you walk. And so reading Susanna's book was so wonderful because it was this great reminder that, oh yeah, other people do that too. There are other people walking down these streets, noticing these weird little things like, you know, a puppy pool, or like the weird pet jewelry sign. And that definitely makes me feel more connected to my neighborhood, my community. Oh, hey, look, nice work, whoever's running the projector. So my actual song was inspired by this one page of the book, which is about desire paths. I had seen these paths, but I had no idea they were official enough to have a name. And I loved reading that they did. So these are those paths that are formed, that are the unofficial paths formed by pedestrians. This page sent me down a rabbit hole online, a delightful rabbit hole where I learned all about desire paths, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how city planners and park planners sometimes even use them and incorporate them. So that's what my song is inspired by. And thank you to Bushwick for inviting me to be here, and to Town Hall Seattle. It's so wonderful to be here.
Footsteps push down over time. We sculpt through the grass or carve out through the earth a statement, a shortcut, a crime. They never thought of a path here. They didn't know we'd want a path here. A desired path could be to a spot on the lake with a view, to a blossoming tree, or the log where some turtles, some made for a few. This is a act of rebellion, going where nobody planned it. We're chasing our intuition instead of what we're supposed to follow. A desire path forms fast. 15 footprints is all that you need to bring more attention. Footprints for good or for bad, it's created with speed. So careful where you put your feet. You might start a movement or you might break a flower, but I think I still like them so. In spite of the world, they let me know that we made a path. We made a path. And if we made a path, maybe we could make more.
Thank you very much.
Anyone? Shaudi, Bianca, Vahdat. All right. Shaudi will be playing as part of the Harvest Moon Festival at the Black Dog Arts Cafe in Snoqualmie on September 24th. And I want to say some thank yous as we get our final performer up here. Dave Campbell running sound in the back of the room, making it so you can hear. And in the room, you can't see them, but there's an army of people in the basement pulling this stream together and sending it out into homes that have, wherever they are, all over the place. Mo Preventure is running the audio mix on that. Josh is driving the visuals, so a big hand to them. Let's see if we can hear him through a couple of floors. Another hand for Michael Wallenfels on his design, his artwork, for his Susanna likeness. Thanks to Vivian for volunteering. Thanks to the production team with Jeff Larson, our executive director, in the back, and Elisa Newhall and Melissa Montalto, who pulled so much together. And we're very happy to talk to you about membership if you are so inclined to have a little chat on the way out. Adele and the whole crew at Town Hall, thanks to y'all as well, too. Dustin forgot something. Now he's coming back. That's good. So for the final song of the evening, please welcome my long ago high school bandmate. Hello, Dustin. Dustin Patterson.
Thanks, everybody. It's good to be on a stage for the first time in close to 2 years. It's good to see a live audience again. As Wes mentioned, we were high school buddies. I come from a small town, Pullman, Washington, and 20 years ago came to Seattle, and Reading this book, reading Susanna's wonderful book, reminded me of my first walk when I moved to Capitol Hill. And this song is about that. There was one thing that made it particularly memorable. And you'll find out in just a moment. My first walk on Capitol Hill was a garden of delights. Record shops and patrolling cops, neon in the night, drag queens and the dope fiends, and pot smoke on the breeze, and a naked guy standing all alone, waving from his balcony. My first walk on Capitol Hill was under a full moon. Gay bars and the rock stars, dumpsters and raccoons, roundabouts and drug freakouts, and pot smoke on the breeze, and a naked guy standing all alone, waving from his balcony. And he was waving right at me, and he wasn't waving his hand. Naked guy, were you? What was your deal? Naked guy, were you just high? Why did you decide that night to be the naked guy? I come from a small town, and I never thought I'd see a naked guy all alone, waving from his balcony. If you feel like gambling, it can only do you good to get out on the street of your own neighborhood. But I must confess, my friend, this grim reality: I never took that walk at all, and the naked guy was me. Yes, the naked guy was me. Mother Nature's son. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Wes, for having me.
What a way to close the night. Dustin Patterson. All right, and let's have a big hand for the whole crew of performers this evening, who I have listed in a couple of different places: Del Rey, Mike Votava, Sarah Comer, Michael Wallenfels, Anamaria Guerzon, Peter Donovan, Shaudi, Bianca, Vahdat, and Dustin Patterson. Big hand for all of them. And for you, for coming out, saying yes to a little interaction, a little art. All of you at home, thank you for tuning in as well. There's so many ways to stay connected, even if we're aware of the ways that things are different. Should also mention the Dustin's band, The Gods Themselves, will be playing a combination album release, Halloween, and farewell show on October 30th at Lo-Fi. It's nice to be back. If you have not yet checked out Seattle Walk Report, or the sort of sequel, Secret Seattle, which is just out, you should definitely do that. And make plans to meet us right back here on October 9th for Akata Witch. I just finished it. Oh, yeah, I just finished it a couple nights ago, and I already am going out and buying the sequel. So my name is Wes Weddell. On behalf of the Bushwick Book Club Seattle and Town Hall, thank you for being here. Have a good night.